Hello and welcome to Championship Day here at the 50th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. It's a matchup between the Bolingbrook Raiders and the Fenwick Friars alongside Christian McQuade. I'm Choi, and Christian, this is a huge matchup between two really good teams. Break us down.
Yeah, Connor, this is going to be a great matchup. Bolingbrook Raiders, really tough matchup yesterday with the Metamora Redbirds, where they ended up coming out top. They were down 10 at halftime, ended up blowing them out of the water in the second half, and I think that just shows you the amount of depth they have. Look out for guys like JT Pettigrew, Davion Thompson, Brady Pettigrew, Trey Brose, Coach's Kid. And then let's look at Fenwick, Dominic Dupree, Jake Thies, Nate Marshall, Jack O'Leary, Jimmy Watts, Cameron Hogan, in time, Macariola, but this is definitely a loaded team for both sides. And, you know, we should have a good game here, Connor. This is going to be good.
Fenwick with one of the deepest rosters here in the tournament, and now we'll send it to our third man on the crew, Luca DeSanto here on the sideline.
Yeah, hey Connor, hey Christian. This is being called one of the most highly anticipated final games in the history of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. You got Fenwick, one of the best defensive teams, if not the best defensive team in the entire tournament, with so many highly accredited players. And speaking of highly accredited players, that's what Bolingbrook has working for them, with Davion Thompson, JT and Brady Pettigrew as well, and Trey Brose. An incredible starting five along with Kendall Cutler as well. Now, we do know Davion Thompson was battling a cold yesterday. He's still at 18 and he is still battling that today, but he is expected to play and suit up, and we're expecting a lot for him. Both these teams are ready to take home the trophy. Connor?
Thank you, Luca. We'll step aside. Tip off in 3 minutes and 15 seconds here. Championship Day at the 50th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. We welcome you back from the break. We are underway here, introducing the starting lineups alongside Christian McQuade. I'm Choi. For those of you just tuning in, It's championship day here at the 50th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Game number 67, and it'll be an exciting one. And two really close games yesterday, and heading into this one, I think people are underrating Fenwick just a little bit on how they'll be able to play with Bolingbrook.
Yeah, Connor, I think the amount of depth they have really keeps them in basketball games, and I agree with that. I think that people are saying that they can't hang, but their bench will make sure that they can.
Back from the national anthem, introducing the starting lineups now. And Christian, any final thoughts as we head into the most anticipated game of the tournament?
Yeah, Connor, I do think we talked about people saying Fenwick couldn't hang. That, like I was saying, their bench really keeps them in games. And on top of that, they're the home team with the big student section they got. So, you know, Bolingbrook didn't look, they looked pretty good in the second half, but the first half, they looked a little shaky. I think that's where Fenwick can get off to a nice start and take advantage of that maybe.
Trey Brost, Brady Pettigrew, and Davion Thompson, as well as Kendall Cutler, who got hurt in last game but came back, and JT Pettigrew. Those will be your starting five for the Bolingbrook Raiders.
Connor, I'd also like to add that JT Pettigrew, the transfer from Fenwick, returning to play his old team in the championship, and I can guarantee you there's some bad blood between both those guys. Revenge, if you will.
And now the starting lineup.
The other side of Fenwick, they run a starting five, but almost 10 guys play almost every game. Starts up top with Dominic Dupree, then Deontay Meeks, as well as Cameron Hogan, Ty Macariola, Jacko O'Leary are all of the other starters there for the Friars. But you've got guys, like you mentioned earlier, Jimmy Watts, Jake Thies, and Tommy Thies coming off the bench. And their big six-man, Nate Marshall, they'll need him tonight to match up against JT Pettigrew. David Ferguson has done an excellent job so far with this Fenwick team, as well as Rob Brost with the Bolingbrook Raiders.
Nate Marshall off the bench, what a weapon with 23 in last night's win, Connor. He was the X factor for them. And I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever seen a more intense player. And this guy, not only a basketball player, but he's coming to Michigan for the next 4 years of his collegiate career, who actually picked up a nice win today against Alabama in the RailQuest Bowl.
Very serious on the court, but off the court, he's got some humor to him. When I asked him about his 22-point performance yesterday, the only thing he said to me was, I wish I got 23 for LeBron James, who celebrated his 40th birthday yesterday. We're underway for tip-off now. JT Pettigrew and Jack O'Leary center court, ready to start us off here in the championship game. tip is up, and it's won by the Raiders. JT Pettigrew tips it off to Brady Pettigrew. Gross now over to Thompson here, right wing. Directing traffic. Sends it over wing to wing. Gross back to Thompson from downtown, and he starts it off with a bang. Davion Thompson gives Bolingbrook a 3-0 lead.
And that's the mismatch. When you have Meeks on Thompson, you're going to see that matchup being attacked most likely by the Raiders all game. I mean, Thompson easily shot right over of Meeks. And Meeks, yes, a great defender, starter, but he does lack in that size category. So look for them to attack that matchup.
Thompson standing at 6'3", Meeks only 5'6". We'll see how that plays off. Thompson already scoring a deep triple. And Meeks to bring it up for the Friars. Getting it over to Hogan. Hogan with it left wing over to O'Leary. Meeks now with it. Dribble drive goes down low. Macariola in some trouble, gets fouled. 2 shots coming up for, no, jump ball's the call. Looking for the foul, won't get it.
Yeah, I like that though. Meeks lobs it down low, draws the foul, and or the jump ball, excuse me, but that was a decent look, and Macariola is gonna have to be that guy for the Friars if they want to pick up this dub tonight.
Macariola into Dupree, who steps into a 3-pointer, and this one's long off the back iron. O'Leary fighting for the rebound, and it's last touch by Jack O'Leary, so it's heading back to the Raiders. Pettigrew to inbound at the baseline. Gets it into Brost. And Bolingbrook back in business. Over to Pettigrew. Right back. Choi Brost brings it up. Going side to side with Pettigrew. They swing it. Cutler in the corner. Down low. Now Brost. Top of the key, and he loses it. Pettigrew there. Picks it up. Swings it in the corner. Thompson with it. And a nice play by Deontay Meeks. Throwing it off of the thigh of Kendall Cutler. And it'll go to the Friars.
And there's Meeks. That's why he's in the game, Connor. We talked about the lack of size, but all the effort and dog in this kid. He throws it off, makes a play here early, and that's a momentum swinger right in front of the Friars student section, right behind us.
It's a full house here in the Dick Campbell Gym at York High School. Deontay Meeks with it. He brings it up, moves to his right, gets it over to Cameron Hogan now. Hogan, pump fakes, has it, dumps it off O'Leary, but they'll get Hogan for a travel first, so turned over by the Friars. Thompson getting it into Brost. Brost calling a play, moving to his right. Hands it off, Pettigrew with it. Brady Pettigrew in the corner. Cutler pulls up for 3. This one's long. Hogan on the rebound. Fenwick works in transition. Deontay Meeks into the corner. Dupree, Macariola now with it. Right wing. And he slows it down. Cariola works on Pettigrew, hands it off. Meeks, big mismatch here. They swing it to the corner. Dupree with it. Right back over, Meeks left wing. Shot clock at 10 for the Friars. Hogan with it, right wing. Drives to the basket, kicks it out. Dupree in the corner. A 3-pointer is not gonna go. Cutler on the rebound.
Slow start here for both teams.
Davion Thompson, deep 3-pointer, the only basket scored in this game. Thompson has it now. Fakes the handoff to Brost now, moving to his right. Thompson drives, pulls up, and he connects on the long 2-pointer. Davion Thompson, all 5 points in this one. Hogan has it. Near the volleyball line, hands it off. Macariola working to his left, swings it. Meeks, extra pass in the corner. Dupree, a 3-pointer. He cannot connect, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Cutler with another rebound. Brost over to Thompson. New 5 ready coming for the Friars. Thompson loses it, and it's off the hands of Jack O'Leary, so it'll stay with Bolingbrook.
Yeah, Connor, I hope they heard you right. A new 5. You don't see this much in high school basketball. 2 different starting lineups. There's Nate Marshall, the big X Factors, and then the Thies brothers. Jimmy Watts alongside as well.
Thompson catch and shoot from way downtown. He can't get it to go. Brost on the offensive board, but he last touched and it goes out. Heading back to the Friars. They've got an opportunity here to cut into this 5-0 lead. Jimmy Watts gets it over. Thies now with it. Jake Thies uses the screen from Marshall. Marshall on the perimeter. Watts swings it over. Goes through the hands of Marshall. Now he gets it over. Hosty in the corner. Now Marshall, left wing. Working on Pettigrew, loses it. Now over to Jake Thies. Thies driving off his foot, and it's picked up by Brady Pettigrew. JT Pettigrew in transition, goes up and he slams it home over Nate Marshall. JT Pettigrew makes it 7-0 Bolingbrook.
JT Pettigrew goes up with a slam right in front of his old bench as he goes back to his new bench, the Bolingbrook Raiders, with all the momentum. Look at this slam, he's just so huge. Goes up, I mean, almost probably a technical there as he was hanging around the rim. But, you know, the Fenwick coach wants to talk things over. Probably the right move with all the momentum.
Fenwick searching for an answer. It's been all Bolingbrook. 7-0 they lead with 4:25 left to go here in the first quarter. You're watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship game here on York Sports Network. Timeout brought to you by MC Squared and Knights Travel Basketball. Back from the timeout, it's a 7-0 lead for the Bolingbrook Raiders over the Fenwick Friars. Jake Thies bringing it up for Fenwick, trying to respond. Nate Marshall has it in the corner. Now over to Thies. Thies driving, finishing with the left hand. Nice move from Jake Thies. Fenwick's on the board.
There's the bench minutes for Thies. You know, makes a nice move, hangs in the air and finishes through contact.
Thompson has it, working to his left. Thompson fires over to Brost. Brost to Cutler. Cutler, Brost in the corner, a three-pointer, and he connects. Trey Brost getting on the board there. He's got 3, and it's an 8-point lead for the Raiders.
That's a guy you can't leave open from 3. Trey Brost knocked down a few of those in the Metamora game yesterday.
Thies over to Marshall. Marshall motioning for Macario the cut, and good defense by Thompson. Nothing there for him. Marshall pulling up from 3. He can't connect. Pettigrew tips it over to Thompson, who will bring it up now. Thompson loses it in transition. Thies to Thies, but a foul called first. We'll tag Thompson for his first foul. Almost worse for the Friars that they called the foul there. They would have had an easy basket as Tommy Thies was right under there. Macariola over to Thies. Jake Thies with it, works on Cutler. Thies driving, and he can't finish at the rim. Brost picking up the tempo here. Pettigrew calls for it from downtown. JT Pettigrew sinks it, and it's a 13-12 lead for Bolingbrook. Macariola has it. Drives on Brost, spinning around, and his 2 is short. Thompson on the rebound. Bolingbrook in transition. Cutler goes up, tries slamming it home, and there's a foul called.
And wow, he got up there. It didn't look like he was going to dunk, but, I mean, throws it off the rim and draws the foul. Here's the replay. Thompson shows the ability to, his vision, his Pettigrew with the nice pass. Yeah, just like bobbled it and threw it off the rim. But Kendall Cutler, certainly great having him on the squad this year for the Raiders.
Transferring from Rich Township. He exited for a little bit, and he misses the first free throw. In yesterday's game against Metamora, he came back late. And having him on the court definitely really helps this team out. JT Pettigrew checks out. Checking in for the first time today is Jeremy McCullum. Cutler's second free throw is good, and 1-for-2 trip for the Bolingbrook forward. It makes it a 12-point lead for Bolingbrook as they lead now 14-2. Watts into Thies. Thies brings it up, driving. Now has it left wing, retreats. Thies gets it over Hogan. Now down low, Marshall swings it in the corner. Wide open is Watts, and he cannot connect. McCullum on the rebound.
Yeah, nice looking. Jimmy Watts almost knocks that one down, but it rattled out. Not the worst look in the world, but they're going to need to start hitting some shots here, Connor, if they want to not let Bolingbrook pull away early.
Thompson is going to get called for the travel there. It took a few too many steps, and it's a turnover by Bolingbrook. Watts with it, baseline into Hogan. Hogan bringing it up, swings it over, Dupree. Now down low, Marshall has it. Marshall, high pass, Hogan swings it to Thies in the left wing. Thies drives to the basket, extra pass. Marshall pump fakes from the corner, step back three-pointer. It's good. Nate Marshall knocking down a three, 14-5.
You know, Nate Marshall looks like a big man for the most part, but he can really shoot it from downtown. Knocked down a few step backs yesterday. His footwork's so good. Exactly what you're looking for in a football player.
McCullum has it over to Thompson now. Thompson to Darius Hudson, his first touch of the day. Pettigrew drives, in some trouble, swings it. McCullum down low, but a whistle before that.
Fenwick foul number 23, Nate Marshall, his first, team second.
We'll tag Marshall for his first foul of the day. So it's Brost with it on the baseline. Brost down low, McCullum works on Marshall, and charge taken by the big man. McCullum gets tagged with the foul, and Fenwick will get it back.
And there's Nate Marshall taking the charge and the X factor. When he gets going, it's getting hard to stop him. Hits a three and takes a charge. A lot of momentum coming from him off the bench.
Hogan into Thies. Thies bringing it up. 1:10 left to go here in the first quarter. 9-point lead for Bolingbrook, but Fenwick looks to respond. They go down low. Marshall over to Hogan. Quick handoff, Dupree. Dupree pulling up, and the long two for Dominic Dupree, and Fenwick has made it a 7-point game. Fenwick on a 5-0 run, Brost with it. Moving back over to Brady Pettigrew, now in the corner, McCullum. Dumps it off, Thompson with it. Moving in the left wing over Pettigrew, pump faking, side steps, extra pass, tipped up, but Thompson will pull from downtown, and he cannot connect, and it hits the shot clock, so it's going back to Fenwick.
And a good defensive possession there from the Friars. Thies will check in to pull Nate Marshall, but the energy coming alive for the Friars.
JT Pettigrew checking in for Hudson, so when Marshall comes out, Pettigrew is in, and Bolingbrook much bigger now. Thies takes it up, swings it over, Hogan. Working to his right, over to Dupree. Dupree with 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now to Thies. Hogan has it, 10 seconds. Hogan in some trouble, going, and he'll get called for a travel. So Bolingbrook will get it back with 6 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Been a 5-0 run for Fenwick. Bolingbrook with the opportunity for a little comeback here. They get it in quickly. Brost, 4 seconds left here in the first. Trey Brost gets it stripped away, and no shot from Tommy Thies as time expires here in the first quarter.
You know, Fenwick got out to a slow start, but they're striking back, got the lead back down to 7. They're hanging around with a very good Bolingbrook team, Connor.
14-7 your score. Friars on a 5-0 run that they carry here into the second quarter. Fenwick looking to come back after being down double digits early. Bolingbrook looking to pull away once again. We'll step aside here. Quarter change brought to you by DJ Daniel and the Martucci family. You're watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship here on York Sports Network. Back for the start of the second quarter, 14-7 game here. Bolingbrook with the lead, but Fenwick on a 5-0 run that they carry into this quarter. Bolingbrook will start with it, and it's Jeremy McCullum to inbound. Gets it into Trey Brost. Brost to bring it up. Brost now to Thompson. Thompson over to Pettigrew. Thompson swings it. Brost left wing. Now works back up to the top of the key. Now drives left. Spins around. In some trouble. Long pass. Pettigrew in the corner. Down low to Brady Pettigrew. But it gets knocked up and around, and Macariola comes down with it. Good defensive stand by Fenwick. Now over to Thies. Thies hands it off to Marshall. Hogan pulls up, and he knocks it down. Cameron Hogan makes it 14-9, and Fenwick now on a 7-0 run. 5-point ball game. Thompson with it. Gets it over to Pettigrew. Pettigrew. Quick handoff, and this one gets knocked free, and it's a foul called on Bolingbrook. Dupree has it.
Yeah, the Fire student section really giving JT Pettigrew a lot of garbage, Connor. I mean, leaving the basketball team, joining Bolingbrook, and you know they would have Brady too. So I mean, how stacked would Fenwick be with those guys, Connor?
They face off here as they chase 5 with the ball. Dupree step back over to Macariola. Swings it. Dupree sidesteps, and a tough move. Finishes with the left hand. Now a 1-possession ball game.
Dupree really using and showing off his offensive skills. He not only does he fake a step back, then he goes to the rim and lays one in. Just acrobatics on display.
Pettigrew down low, weaves through traffic, gets blocked. No foul called on Cameron Hogan. That'll send Brady Pettigrew to the line to shoot 2. Take another look at the foul here.
He just gets caught up by Hogan. Good pump fake, way to draw the foul for the young freshman at the line.
Connects on the first free throw, so that ends Bolingbrook's scoring drought. Jimmy Watts back in for Fenwick. Cameron Hogan checks out following the foul. 15-11 score. Pettigrew picked up point number 1. At the line to shoot 1 more. And he connects with both. 2-for-2 trip for Brady Pettigrew, and it's a 16-11 ball game. Meeks has it, bringing it up, and loose ball. Macariola recovers nicely, in some trouble. Has McCullum and Brost on him. Now gets it over Dupree. Back Macariola, steps into a deep 3-pointer. He cannot connect. Meeks, offensive rebound. Down low, gets it over. Macariola, pump fakes. Pettigrew with the block, and it's over to Brost now as he takes a tumble. Pettigrew over to Brady Pettigrew, goes up, and a charge taken by Macariola. Fouls on Brady Pettigrew. That's his first of the day, and Fenwick gets it back.
Fenwick doing the little things right. Reeves gets 2 offensive boards in the last possession. They couldn't score, but they make up for it as Macariola steps in and takes the charge. Poised out of your senior, forces the turnover to give them another possession here.
Kendall Cutler comes in for Trey Brost, who takes his first seat on the bench today. 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. Macariola directing traffic over to Watts now. No, Watts stopped the key. Hands it off, Dupree. Down low, but it's off the foot of JT Pettigrew. Called for a kick ball, so Macariola to inbound from the side. Macariola into Dupree. Dupree working left. Hands it off. Macariola over to Meeks. Meeks hands it off. Watts. Watts, and they get slapped away. Brady Pettigrew on the fast break goes up and lays it in. 18-11 now the score. Fenwick in transition. Dupree has it right wing. Going up, dumps it off. Watts goes up, gets blocked. Pettigrew picks it up. Brady Pettigrew in transition, and it gets stolen by Meeks, who spins around Cutler. Fancy flying from the guard. Macariola from downtown, and he connects, knocking it down over Davion Thompson.
Macariola and Meeks.
Cutler from the corner, won't go. Dupree on the rebound. Both offenses starting to come back to life here. 18-14 ball game with 4:50 left to go in the first half. Meeks handing it off to Dupree. Dupree uses the screen from O'Leary. Sidesteps, pulls up. Connecting is Dominic Dupree. 18-17 ball game.
Check out Nate Marshall on the ground, laying on his back, holding up the three-point sign, and the energy flowing for the Friars.
This place is starting to get loud. It gets knocked away, and a foul called on Jack O'Leary. They'll ring him up there, saying he reached over JT Pettigrew.
Fenwick foul number 33, Jack O'Leary, his first team second. Back in the game for Fenwick. 5, Cameron Hogan.
Cameron Hogan and Nate Marshall checking in. Checking out Jack O'Leary and Jimmy Watts. Davion Thompson with it, sends it in. Pettigrew hands it off. Thompson pump faking through traffic, and a foul called on Nate Marshall.
Connor, I'd like to mention how young this Fenwick team, and both the Thies brothers are sophomores. Also, Jimmy Watts, another sophomore. So these guys have a lot. There's probably 3 returning starters next year, even though they come off the bench. Play just as much as, you know, a lot of the other guys, and a bright future ahead for this Friars team.
Marshall checking out after picking up his second personal foul. Tommy Thies back in the game. Thompson from downtown. This one missed it left. Fenwick with a chance to take the lead. Meeks has it. Meeks calling the play. Works to his left, hands it off. Macariola with Cutler on him. Over to Hogan now. Dupree has it. Dupree pulling up over Bros. This one short. Thompson right there for the rebound. Thompson in transition. Slowing it down, over to Cutler. Cutler to Bros. Bros calls a play. Swings over Thompson. And getting wrapped up down low. Ty Macariola and JT Pettigrew.
Fenwick foul number 21, Ty Macariola, the second.
Macariola gets called for his second personal. So one more foul, and that'll send Bolingbrook to the free throw line. Bros down low, Pettigrew in the corner. Now over to Thompson at the right wing. Thompson working, pulls up, heavily contested, it's short. Hogan on the rebound. Jack O'Leary and Jimmy Watts ready to check in for the Friars. Deontay Meeks with it. Works on Cutler, uses a screen from Thies. Meeks to Hogan. Hogan, quick handoff, Macariola for 3, and he knocks it down. Ty Macariola from downtown gives Fenwick a 2-point lead.
Ty Macariola is starting to catch heat, and that's not who you want catching heat. This guy, I see him at the gym, Connor, right in there, working for 3 hours straight. This dude puts in the work. You can see it paying off right now.
Cutler pulls up, it's long. Hogan on the rebound. Cameron Hogan to bring it up. Fenwick with an opportunity to go up 2 scores. Hogan hands it off. Macariola swings it over. Dupree spinning around, pulls up over Cutler, falls down, and he gets fouled. Barely misses the end one. 2 shots coming up for Dominic Dupree.
And Dominic Dupree is such a good shot creator. He plays good defense, but look at this on offense. Just is so, uses his body and his frame so well. And he's got a nice jumper too.
Gonna wipe the floor down. They've been having some issues with the floor being a little bit wet. So officials timeout to wipe it down. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go here in the first half. Dominic Dupree at the line to shoot 2. He can put Fenwick up 2 scores if he's able to knock down both of them.
And Connor, don't forget, Fenwick was down 14-2 just a few minutes ago, and now they find themselves up. An impressive run from the Friars.
Both these teams relying on big runs, kind of going back and forth. It's been hot and cold for both of them. Really, neither team has yet to find some sustained consistency as Dupree knocks down the first one.
And here's the foul. Take another look at this. He spins and just, he's able to draw it on Kendall Cutler, who's a great defender for Bolingbrook.
Cutler relatively plays some clean basketball. Gets called for his first foul of the day here late in the second half, and knocking down both free throws is Dominic Dupree. 22-18. Dupree's up to 9. Pettigrew over to Cutler now. McCullum bobbles it in the corner. Needs some help, and he gets called for a double dribble. Great defense from Jack O'Leary, and the Friars force a turnover. Thies gets it in. Hogan brings it up. Hogan over to Macariola. Macariola swings it down low. Marshall goes up, and an easy lay-in.
What a find from Macariola, and then Nate Marshall. How many times am I going to say it off the bench? The amount of energy this guy brings.
Pettigrew with right, left wing three. He can't connect. Dupree on the rebound. This one gets poked out. Brady Pettigrew gets it right back. McCullum goes up, and too hard off the glass. The putback is no good. Macariola on the rebound. Couple of missed opportunities for Bolingbrook. 6-point lead for the Friars. They lead 24-18. 95 seconds left to go in the first half. Thies spins. Macariola, top of the key triple. It's good! Light up the scoreboard. Ty Macariola, 27-18 ball game.
He is a bad man, Connor. Starting to get hot. Up to a 9-point lead, and Fenwick is really feeling the energy, and Bolingbrook needs an answer. Where has Davion Thompson been? Thompson
with just 5 points. Brost, long pass over to Pettigrew. Pettigrew to Thompson. Davion Thompson has it. Swings in the corner. Brost pump faking. Driving, sends it down low. Cutler with the left hand. He can't finish the job. Nate Marshall right there. Dupree over to Macariola in transition, and he gets blocked by Pettigrew. Oh, that was filthy.
Pettigrew, the freshman. My goodness. I mean, the hops on display. That's for sure.
He got up there. Fenwick still has it. Cameron Hogan to inbound from the baseline. Jack O'Leary back in the game for Tommy Thies. This one will get turned over. Brost on the steal. Fenwick up by 9 with 42 seconds left here in the first half. Brost with it. Letting the play develop. Working to his right. Swings it. They go down low. JT Pettigrew, and they're going to call Jack O'Leary for a foul.
This will put them at the cherry stripe, now being in the bonus. Pettigrew struggled from the line yesterday against Metamora, Connor. I believe he went 2 for 6.
Not the time you want to send someone to the free throw line. Pettigrew, his first free throw is good. Starting the day off 1 for 1. Jake Thies, Jimmy Watson for Deontay Meeks and Jack O'Leary. Pettigrew. His second attempt is good. 2 for 2 trip for JT Pettigrew, and he's leading Bolingbrook with 7. Hogan with it. 25 seconds left here in this one. Now Dupree holding. They're calling a play. Dupree over to Thies. Thies drives to his left, spinning around, in some trouble. Got to get rid of it. Watts to Thies to Dupree. Pulling up and knocking it down.
Wow.
Dominic Dupree, 10-point lead for the Friars. Pettigrew's last second heave is short, and Fenwick heads into the half, up by 10 over Bolingbrook.
Same situation for Bolingbrook as yesterday, down 10 at half to Metamora. They find themselves down 10 again here. This time to Fenwick, so do not count these guys out.
We'll step aside as Bolingbrook trails by 10 as they enter the half. Friar Nation fired up here in the Dick Campbell Gym at York High School. We'll be back for the start of the second half in 10 minutes. Coming up In a few here, Luca DeSanto and Henry Borchers will sit down and break down the first half action. Choi and Christian McQuade stepping aside, back in 10 minutes for the start of the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, halftime now of the 50th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship game. Bolingbrook down 10 here to Fenwick. Luca DeSanto joining me, Henry Borchers. Henry, this is not how we expected to start.
Yeah, definitely not how we expected to start. Bolingbrook coming out hot, however, not able to keep the momentum leading into the second quarter. Fenwick definitely being the hotter team in the second quarter. Take a look at some of these replays. Bolingbrook not able to continue the ball. Huge dunk there.
They had a hot start for sure. Started off, score was 14-2, and a huge run here by Fenwick to put them up 10. This has been absolutely incredible. I mean, the plays that they made, and it's all at the hands of Ty Macriola, too, as well. He's been nailing so many points, there's so many threes. He has 3 now already, and he's perfect from beyond the arc. Then also you got guys like Dominic Dupree, too. He has 12. And then other key contributors like Kareem Hogan, who's been moving the ball around pretty well. And the thing that we talked about with this Fenwick team yesterday is that their bench is so deep. They have a full 10-man rotation, and Coach Ferguson likes to play around with that a lot, and that's what has seemed to get going. I mean, obviously you have Nate Marshall off the bench, who we all know had an electric game. They're looking to keep getting him going here. He's shown a little, moments here and there, like similar to his last game. He has 1 3 thus far. So they're looking to get him going a bit more. And then obviously with Bolingbrook, I mean, Davion Thompson still does have a cold, as we know, and he played through that yesterday, having 18 points still, but he's not at 100% right now. And we don't 100% know if he's feeling better today than he was yesterday or worse. We don't know that, but he's just not playing how he wants to right now, and he's they've switched him around. Originally, it was Deontay Meeks guarding him. Meeks obviously undersized, so that was hard for Fenwick to do. So they switch Hogan onto him. They switch Dupree onto him and really double him there in pressure. And that's what's slowing down Davion Thompson right now. Yeah, I mean, he was able to pick up some points here and there. Definitely a lot slower start than they were hoping to get. But Bolingbrook deciding not to take the timeout leading into the second half here. Rob Ross deciding to let his guys figure it out and try to see what they can do. A lot of ground makeup for the Bolingbrook Raiders trying to attack back at Fenwick. 2.5 minutes left here till third quarter action begins. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming your way. You're watching York Sports Network.
Hello and we welcome you back. Start of the second half here at the 50th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship game, where the Fenwick Friars exploded in the second quarter, taking a commanding 10-point lead over the Bolingbrook Raiders. Bolingbrook in the same position they were in yesterday alongside Christian McQuade. I'm Choi, and we're here for the final 16 minutes of what is shaping up to be a total thriller. Cameron Hogan with it. Now Deontay Meeks works to his left, hands it off Dupree, left wing. Back over to Hogan. Hogan hands it off, Macariola, top the key, in some trouble. Now Dupree. Left elbow, now back up to Meeks. Meeks using the screen from O'Leary, shot clock at 6. Macariola weaves through traffic, puts up the floater too hard. Hogan, offensive rebound. Sidestepping and pulls for 2, and he can't get it to go. Kendall Cutler on the rebound, now over to Thompson. Thompson to Brost. We'll see if the Bolingbrook Stars can get going here in the second half.
Yeah, they did yesterday in the second half, went down 10, so the same situation here.
Pettigrew goes up and draws the foul. JT Pettigrew with 7 points. He's leading the way for Bolingbrook. Davion Thompson with just 5, and Brady Pettigrew with 4.
Take a look at this. Pettigrew working on O'Leary. Ty almost tries to take another charge, but that's Ty's 3rd foul, so he's got to be careful. And Pettigrew, the Valparaiso commit, will head to the line for 2. Get those nice Kobe Grinches on. Those are worth quite a bit of money there, Connor.
And he knocks down the first free throw after struggling at the charity stripe yesterday. He is a perfect 3 for 3 to start this one off. 30-21 now. Macariola checks out. Back in is Nate Marshall. Pettigrew. Second attempt is good. And he's 4 for 4, 30-22 now, 7 minutes and counting. Marshall working in transition, loses it, now hands it off to Dupree after recovering.
He's got a mismatch on Brady Pettigrew.
Dupree, baseline to Hogan, who can't finish the job. O'Leary, the rebound falls through his hands. Now Brady Pettigrew in transition, left elbow, long pass, Brost. Sidesteps, Meeks goes spinning around. Nice pass, but it goes right in the hands of O'Leary. Deontay Meeks, coast to coast, gets blocked by Pettigrew. O'Leary's there, and he draws the foul from Davion Thompson. 2 shots coming up for the Fenwick big.
Yeah, O'Leary, he's an Elmhurst alum. I've been playing, we all play baseball with Jack, and playing in the gym where some people thought he would go, but he stays here at Fenwick. He's been a 2-year starter now, and he's at the line for 2, little homecoming game, if you will.
Homecoming game from Macariola, as well as O'Leary, like you just mentioned, and he's at the line to shoot 2. First free throw's up, no good, can't knock it down. Score holds 30-22. Second one up and on the way, and an over 2 trip. Marshall tips it up, but Pettigrew able to stick it, and he finishes the rebound. Cutler now to JT Pettigrew. Over to Brady Pettigrew. Coach Brost unhappy. I don't think they're running the play he called, and last touch by Brady Pettigrew. Deontay Meeks in there, causing some havoc. The little guy getting up in there.
Intimidating. You know, he might not look like that, but he's playing like it, and you know, he's had some nice glue guy minutes here, Connor.
Meeks into Brost. I'm sorry, into Meeks from Hogan. As Meeks works on Brost. Gets it over. Hogan. Sidesteps. Meeks, top of the key. Quick handoff over to Jimmy Watts, who's back in the game, and a foul called on Trey Brost.
Bolingbrook foul 0. Trey Brost is first, team second. Fenwick basketball out of bounds.
Jimmy Watts to inbound. Cutler on him, gets it in quickly. Meeks spinning around Brost. Driving. Fancy flying from Meeks here. Top of the key. Brost, tight defense. And Brost throws him down. So Trey Brost picks up back-to-back fouls.
And Trey Brost play with a lot of emotion right now. He's got to be careful and watch himself.
Foul 0. Trey Brost
Yeah, Coach's son, Bros, has been really good for them in their run. He knocked down a bunch of really big threes for them yesterday, and he's just been a vital piece of this roster. Only a junior, too, so one more year left for him.
Battled injury early, then he returned. Dupree over to Marshall. Marshall driving, spinning around. Gets Dupree, who cuts. Nowhere for him to go. Good defense by Cutler. Now back up top. Marshall, quick handoff. Meeks driving, goes up, and he can't lay it in. Watts tips it up, picks it up the offensive board. Marshall sidesteps from Pettigrew, and he gets it stripped away, and a foul's going to be called. Another one. That's 3 in a row for the Raiders. Thompson picks up foul number 3.
Great job by Watts keeping this play away, or alive, and then Marshall just loses out of bounds. I'm not sure I really saw a foul, but that's why I'm not refereeing a game here.
Like Thompson got called for the foul off the camera. Called a grab on the floor. Meeks backs up, now swings it over. Hogan down low. Marshall working in the post. Mismatch with Brady Pettigrew, but it gets poked out. Good defense from the freshman. Now Davion Thompson in transition. Thompson steps into a triple, and he gets it to fall. Timeout called by Bolingbrook after the Davion Thompson 3. Thompson up to 8 points. 5-point ball game here. Bolingbrook starting to creep back into this one. We'll step aside. Timeout powered by Michael Callahan of State Farm and 3-Level Basketball. It's the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout here, 4:57 left here in the third quarter, 30-25 the score. Fenwick still with a 5-point lead, but they've yet to score here in the second half. Cameron Hogan with it, top of the key. Tries getting it over to Marshall, who can't save it, takes a tumble. Hello, Nate Marshall, up and close with us, right at the table. Ty Macariola back in. Hogan checks out. Watts out as well as Jake Deese back in the game. Grost brings it up, swinging it over. Grost now over to Thompson. Thompson uses the screen from Pettigrew, gets past Marshall, pulls up after the hesitation, but it's an air ball. Rare miss from the 4-star sophomore. Now Dupree with it, right wing, driving, fighting through traffic, and he can't get it to fall. Long pass, Thompson, coast to coast. Davion Thompson lays it in. Nice move from him.
You just mentioned 4 stars, Connor, and that's why. Watch him go coast to coast there.
And David Ferguson forced to call a timeout as Bolingbrook has made it a 1-score game.
Check out this move. Hop steps, just holds onto it and uses his left hand. Davion Thompson, he's got a quiet 10 points here.
Kind of flying under the radar. What's flying under the radar as well is Bolingbrook on a 7-0 run to start the third. They're within 3. We'll step aside. It's the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout. Fenwick 30, Bolingbrook 27. Cameron Hogan set to inbound here. Officials timeout. Talking about something at the scorer's table. Seem to have sorted it all out. Jake Thies ready to check in. They get it into Deontay Meeks. Guess they call him Tay with the shifts over at Fenwick High School. Dupree has it right wing. Meeks, quick pass in the corner. Hogan, right back. Meeks driving, swings it. Dupree over to Macariola from downtown. He can't connect with the triple. Cutler on the rebound.
Fenwick's going ice cold, Connor, and Bolingbrook looking to take advantage of this. It's the same thing they did at Metamora coming out of the half. The suffocating defense really stepping up for them right now.
Thompson and Macariola gets called for a foul. That's his fourth. He's got to be careful. Jimmy Watts comes off the bench. Macariola, if one more and he's done. Dupree's out as well. So Macariola and Dupree head to the bench. Watson, Jake Thies in. Thompson into JT Pettigrew, who hands it right back off. Davion Thompson running the offense over to Brost. Left elbow over Pettigrew, driving, pump fakes, spins around. Brost right there, wide open, and he knocks it down with the right. Little floater from Trey Brost, 1-point ball game. 9-0 run for Bolingbrook. That's lasted the entire third quarter so far. Marshall has it, calling the play, swings it over. Meeks in the corner. Thies. Meeks top of the key, swings it. Down low to Marshall, right hand finish, and that breaks the scoring drought for the Friars. 32-29, 3-point ball game.
A big bucket there with Dupree and Macariola on the bench. He needed that to get this lead back up to 3 because Bolingbrook's been hot out of the break.
Brady Pettigrew, left elbow, spinning around, gets it. JT Pettigrew, pump faking, fights through contact, plus the foul. JT Pettigrew able to fight through contact and lays it in.
Let's take another look at this one. Connor, his brother Brady gets it down low to him. He pump fakes, gets Nate Marshall off balance and lays it in. That's a nice move, and a D1 commit showing off his skills right there.
Jake Thies charged with the foul. Pettigrew can't knock the free throw down. 4 for 5 at the line for JT Pettigrew, and it's a 1-point ball game. Fenwick still holding the lead. They haven't relinquished it since gaining it. Thies, long pass, and it gets knocked down. Catches it. Meeks, right back. Thies in some trouble. Over to Meeks. Meeks throws it up. Oh, nearly tipped in by JT Pettigrew. Meeks picking it back up. Down low. Marshall. Thies drives over Pettigrew, and he gets the foul. They'll tag JT Pettigrew with that one.
Nice job by Thies staying with it, getting to the rim, and initiating contact. He'll get line for 2, but Meeks doing the little things with these extra rebounds and all that.
Trey Brost getting the foul. So his third, so he also has to be careful. Foul trouble for the Stars on both sides. First free throw knocked down by Thies. Back up to the 2-point lead for the Friars. Deontay Meeks checks out. Dominic Dupree back in. Rob Brost made no motion to the bench. Only 2 players have come off for Bolingbrook today as Thies knocks it down. Thompson brings it up. Thompson in the corner. Pettigrew. Long pass down low. Cutler goes up, and he lays it in. Plus the foul. Kendall Cutler coming up big, and he's got an opportunity to tie it.
That's a really bad late foul by Fenwick. Here, let's look at this once again. Pettigrew just, that's another assist for him, but a bad late foul by Hogan. No need to foul after leaving him open for the layup.
Came in late, just kind of checked him as he jumped up. Cutler ties it up, and it's 34 apiece. 1:50 left to go here in the third. Fenwick being outscored 14-4 by the Raiders. Thies with it. Quick handoff to Hogan. Hogan Works to his right now. Thies driving to the dish. They swing it in the corner. Watts has triple. Can't get it to fall. Hogan knocks it free, but Pettigrew picks it up. Gets it over to Brost. Brost, long pass. Brady Pettigrew now with it on the right wing. Brost over to Pettigrew, who pulls up from the corner, and he connects. Bolingbrook up by 3. Brady Pettigrew from downtown.
So many scores for Bolingbrook. It's pretty much impossible to guard every one of them so well. Anyone in the starting lineup could go for 20 on a given night, Connor.
Dupree over to Hogan. Hogan, top of the key. Now to Thies. Thies with it. Driving to the left, swings in the corner. Dupree for 3. Can't connect. It's an air ball. Cutler right there for the rebound. And now over to Brost. In transition, Pettigrew, right corner. JT Pettigrew motioning him up. Now over to Thompson, left wing. Pettigrew has it. 25 seconds left here in the third. Shot clock at 16 for Bolingbrook. Thompson with it. Thompson in some trouble, and they'll tag Marshall with a foul. Foul number 3 for Nate Marshall.
Lots of fouls being called. Damian Thompson also has 3 fouls. Macriola 4, or Maricola, excuse me. And then Brost with also a 3, so a lot of fouls being handed out in the second half.
Both teams in the bonus, so Thompson heads to the line to shoot 2. Can't connect on the first one, so it'll stay a 1-possession ball game. Jaden Madden checks in for the first time today. JT Pettigrew heads out. Thompson, his second attempt at the line is good. So a 2-possession lead as Bolingbrook goes up 38-34. 12 seconds left for the Friars. They got to make something happen. Time is not on their side. Dupree over to Marshall. 5 seconds. Watts right back. Marshall off balance triple, and he can't connect. And Fenwick has relinquished their lead, and they enter the final 8 minutes down 38-34. We'll step aside. The final quarter of the 50th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic coming up here. Don't go anywhere. Exciting one. Fenwick trailing by 4. Bolingbrook back up on top. You're watching York Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter here, 38-34 ball game. Bolingbrook with a thin 4-point lead over the Fenwick Friars. Bolingbrook will get the ball to start here. Pettigrew gets it in, Brost to bring it up. Trey Brost over to Thompson. Thompson down low, Pettigrew, he can't slam it home, picks it back up, lays it in with the left, and he draws the foul.
Wow. First, a great play call of Brost out of the timeout, and then we'll see the lob. I mean, it was a perfect ball. Oh, this is, we'll look back at the 3 from earlier from Brady Pettigrew, but I mean, great play call. Then JT Pettigrew, of course he stays with it, showing his veteran skills on display, and then getting the and one.
David Ferguson will have to call a timeout. We'll step aside for half a minute. The Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship here on York Sports Network.
What are they And here's the replay of that dunk. Practically a perfect lob, and Pettigrew misses it, but he stays with it. I didn't really see a foul there, but props to Pettigrew.
Sticking with it, gets their second chance basket. We welcome you back. Pettigrew connects with the free throw. It's now a 7-point lead for the Bolingbrook Raiders here in the championship game. The Friars looking to respond. Jake Thies over to Hogan. Dupree with it, left elbow. Right back up top. Thies to Hogan. Hogan sidesteps, gets it over. Thies now on the right side. Thies spinning down low, kicks it in the corner. Watts a triple. Jimmy Watts connects. 4-point ball game, 41-37.
Nice looking shot from Jimmy. Cuts the lead down to 4. Textbook and a nice spin from Thies to draw the double team. It leads to a wide open 3 ball.
Down low, Pettigrew to Brady Pettigrew. Driving, pulls up, and this tough mid-ranger won't fall. Heavily contested off balance off one leg. Fenwick in transition. Thies has it, skips it over. Watts down low, but it gets stolen by Kendall Cutler. Dry hitting Tommy Thies. Pettigrew over to Brost. Brost now to Thompson. Thompson sidestepping. Hesitation, step back, mid-ranger, and he gets it to fall. What a tough shot.
Ridiculous. This guy playing through sickness, still knocking down shots like that.
Up to 13. Leading the way, 1 point shy of JT Pettigrew, who's got 14. Those two the leading scorers. Hogan from downtown. Can't get it to fall. Tipped up, and Brady Pettigrew picks it up. Gets it over Thompson, but knocking it free is Thies, who touches it last. And it'll go back to Bolingbrook.
Shout out Mr. Chambers there.
Club sponsor here for York Sports Network. Coming in for championship day. Nearly gets ran over by Jake Thies. It'll be Thompson to inbound.
And then he gives them a pat on the back after.
Gross to bring it up. Brost swings it over. Pettigrew now with it. Down low. Thompson goes up, and he lays it in. Davion Thompson with 15 points. An 8-point lead now for the Raiders.
What a cut from Thompson, and Friars fatigue starting to kick in a little bit here.
Dupree pump fakes, then swings it back over. Thies to Macariola, who's back in the game. Thies now to Meeks. Meeks weaves through traffic in the corner. Dupree, a 3, and he connects. Dominic Dupree makes it a 5-point game.
Fenwick isn't going anywhere. Nice shot from Dupree.
They're hanging in all the way. Thompson hands it off. Pettigrew to Brost, 2 pump fakes. Side stabs, goes up. 2 out off the glass. The putback from JT Pettigrew, no good. No fouls called. Thies in transition. Meeks wide open. He slips to Dupree. Here's 2. It's good. What a sequence for the Friars.
Wow. And Meeks with the shifts, as they'd say, saves it from going out of bounds and dumps it off to his very well trusted Dupree, who knocks it down. And Dupree now at 17.
Leads the game in scoring. Thompson in some trouble. Loose ball goes up. Can't get it to go. Macariola on the rebound. Fenwick. It's now over to Meeks. Macariola puts it up. Missed it badly there with the floater, and officials timeout as Davion Thompson.
He's in a lot of pain.
Slow to get up.
He's grimacing, holding his right.
No, it's the he's trying to stretch his back out, I think.
Oh, man.
He hit the ground hard. Head trainer Jim Stepanek will look at him.
Not who you want to see down. He holds this team together.
We'll step aside, 45-42. Fenwick with the ball as they trail by 3. It's the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, Davion Thompson getting looked at on the sideline by Jim Stepanek. Kendall Cutler to inbound. Gets it into Brost. Back over, Cutler brings it up. Brost has it. Works to his left.
Davion's coming right back in, guys. Don't worry. He's already back at the scores table looking to check in.
He wants it all. So they swing it. Cutler, a triple from the left wing. Can't connect. Pettigrew on the putback. What a foul's called. Wow, that's surprising. JT Pettigrew heading back to the line.
Here's the replay. Cutler with a wide open three, but they miss it. And Pettigrew just goes up for the second chance points, but Jimmy Watts, they get him for the foul.
Wrapped it over, went over the shoulder. First free throw for Pettigrew is good. 46-42, back up to a 4-point lead for Bolingbrook. Davion Thompson checks back in. Checking out is Jeremy McCullum. Nate Marshall, Ty Macariola back in. Jack O'Leary and Tommy Thies checking out for the Friars. Pettigrew's second attempt is good. Back up to a 5-point lead for Bolingbrook. Fenwick slowing the clock down here. Macariola finally picking it up, and the clock will start. 4:23 left here in this game. Meeks over to Dupree. Dupree. Macariola sidesteps. Dupree driving. Step back, mid-ranger. It's short. Brost there on the foul, and they'll get Dupree with it. Hard fall for Trey Brost.
And then that's decreased first, so nothing to worry about yet for him.
Fenwick foul 0, Dominic Dupree, his first.
Two guys with 4 fouls on the floor for Fenwick. Nate Marshall and Ty Macariola. Brost and Thompson both with 3 for Bolingbrook. Dupree checking out. Cameron Hogan back in. Tommy Thies ready to get back in. No, they call him back to the bench. Thompson has it. They swing it over. Cutler now in the corner. Pettigrew slows it down. Back over to Thompson. 4 minutes now left in this one. Thompson with Meeks on him.
And this is where we saw Bolingbrook pull away yesterday. Late game situation, they started blowing Metamora out of the water, so we'll see what they have up their sleeve here to close this game out.
Thompson sidestepping, shot clock at 8. Loose ball, foul called.
Foul number 2,
Deontay Meeks gets called for the foul.
Bolingbrook basketball out of bounds.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Looked like he just tripped. It looked like Meeks knocked the ball out and Thompson just tripped over the ball. Pettigrew over to Brady Pettigrew. Extra pass in the corner. Brost for 3, and he connects. Trey Brost puts the Bolingbrook Raiders up by 8 with 3.5 left to go.
Automatic Brost, you can't leave him open. It's the one guy on this team who's going to knock it down every time. A lot of these guys will, but he is just the automatic 3-point shooter, just like Davion, but that's his role. He's 3-and-D, and he runs the show up top for this team.
Meeks goes up and lays it in. Deontay Meeks, fancy flying down low. 6-point ball game. Pettigrew with it. Now over to Brost. Brost drives left side, steps back. Now over in the corner. JT Pettigrew with it. Pettigrew over to Thompson. Thompson, sidestep in, another whistle. No, it's a timeout this time.
No, it's a foul on Cutler.
Oh, wow. Kendall Cutler gets called for the offensive foul.
Maybe a makeup call for some of the earlier questionable. You got to call it both ways. If you call it on one side, you got to give it to the other.
They've been a whistle heavy today, which is really quite the opposite of how it was in Bolingbrook's semifinal game against Metamora. Meeks with a quick handoff. Hogan swings it over. Macariola sidesteps, drives to the basket. Extra pass down low. Marshall goes up and in. Nate Marshall fights through contact and makes it a 4-point game. He's up to 9 with 2:20 left in this one.
The amount of fight in this Fenwick team, they just do not go away.
This one has been through and through everything it's lived up to be. Brost in the corner. Pettigrew working baseline, down low. Cutler gets blocked by Marshall. Thompson gets it stripped away. Marshall in transition over to Meeks. Hands it off. Hogan goes up and he cannot lay it in. Meeks there, saves it. Now to Marshall. Macariola steps into a three. Can't get it to go. Last touch by Bolingbrook, and it stays with the Friars.
I'll tell you what, Connor, if that three went down, that would have blown the roof off of this place.
Oh, they were ready to go crazy. And how about, once again, Deontay Meeks getting in there, saving the ball to an offensive board. Hogan with a baseline timeout called Fenwick. They want to talk it over. Christian heading in this timeout. You got a minute and 50 seconds here. What play are you drawing up?
I'm going to do Cree or Maricola here because they have been the automatic shooters, or even Nate Marshall in the paint. You don't have to settle for a three. Plenty of time left, but when you watch Marshall run in transition, he finds Meeks. And this nearly goes down.
Just spits out, and Marshall
and then
knocks
watch
it loose.
Meeks save this again. Yeah. Well, they get cut off by the replay, but he's a glue guy, man. He hasn't really set out too much, and then he had a big layup a few minutes ago, too.
I think they just don't really notice him kind of flying around. He's so fast. I mean,
you wonder, you look at him, you're thinking, why is this dude in? But, I mean, he clearly deserves to be in, Connor.
He saved countless balls for Fenwick offensively. And he's poked out a couple, too. I mean, he's been great all game, and he's a guy we're both a fan of here.
How could you not be?
Hogan with it, baseline. Hogan looking. Macario in the corner. Brost knocks it away.
Mister.
Second tick off the clock. Hogan with it. Hogan. High pass into Marshall. Marshall over to Meeks now. Meeks has it at the right wing. Over to Hogan now. Hogan. Works on Cutler. Cameron Hogan now over to Watts. Watts back out. Hogan. Hogan's driving to his left. Now Meeks goes up and he can't lay it in. No foul. Pettigrew on the rebound. In transition. Cutler goes up and
a charge.
And a charge taken by Nate Marshall. They get Cutler with another foul. He's up to 2. And we'll take another look at it here.
Big mistake by Cutler. That's where you slow it down and bring the shot clock down. I know you want to throw down a dunker and they have one, but you can't do that. You have to hold on to the ball and run some clock there. The grittiness of Fenwick keeps them in the game, Connor.
Absolutely. Dupree is back in. Meeks, Hope, and Hogan are out. Jake Thies also back in. Macariola brings it up. Over to Thies. Thies has it. Works to his left. Hands it off. Macariola, top of the key. 1 minute, 5 seconds left to go here in this game. It's held. 50-46 your score. Dupree. Three-pointer won't go. Brady Pettigrew on the rebound. Less than a minute left.
A little force there, Connor. I'm not sure he needed to take the step-back dagger.
And timeout called by Rob Brost. Wants to talk things over with this team. Full 60-second timeout. 50-46 your score here in the championship game of the 50th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. You're watching it here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout, Fenwick chasing 4. Bolingbrook looking to close it out and secure the 50th annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic Championship. 47.8 seconds left to go here in this one. Brady Pettigrew to inbound, gets it in to Trey Brost. Brost, full press. Thies and Watts right there. Brost in some trouble, and a timeout called by Coach Brost. Christian, what's the plan of attack here for the Friars? 41.9 left on the clock. You need 2 scores, but Bolingbrook still with the ball.
You're playing for a stop, Connor. Once you stop, you got to push in transition, try to get a quick bucket, and then foul immediately. Whether that's a 3, whether it's a 2, you just have to find a way to get some points and foul. You got to force this to be a free throw game.
They got to take what they can get from Bolingbrook, but first it's going to start with getting a defensive stop. Both teams will break it. Here we go. Fenwick. I don't think anyone picked them to go to the finals on our preview show, and they kind of flew under the radar, but they impressed from day one. They've been great ever since. And it's Brady Pettigrew to inbound. Ref's just pushing Pettigrew down. Get it in. Brost has it. Brings it up. Trey Brost gets called for the double dribble.
My goodness. A huge turnover.
Wow. And this one is far from over, and you're giving Fenwick plenty of time here. I shouldn't say plenty, but they're getting more time than they probably thought they were going to have.
Look for Dupree to get the shot or a layup.
Thies going, lays it in with the left hand. Big time bucket from Jake Thies.
The shot clock is off though, so they're gonna have to foul. I don't know if they realize.
Thies tried for the foul. Thompson slipping by. They're still not fouling.
They got a foul.
And timeout called by Rob Brost with 18.8 left in the game.
You gotta force them to the line, Connor. Let's take a look at this replay. Thies just calling his own number. Looking at Brost and left hand jelly scoop. Impressive out of the sophomore.
Really nice move. We'll step aside. Fenwick down by 2. Bolingbrook with the ball. 18.8 seconds left to go here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout here. 18.8 left in the game. 50-48 your score. Brady Pettigrew to inbound from the baseline. Bolingbrook is in the bonus. Fenwick will need to foul. And
one more will put him in the bonus.
Friar Nation in this one. Pettigrew gets it in quickly. Thompson has it. Dupree will get called for the foul, and Davion Thompson heads to the line. About 2 seconds, 2-3 seconds get shaved off the clock. It's the last person you want at the line, and Davion Thompson.
Oh boy, it's getting loud in here.
This place is erupting, and Thompson, his first shot is good. And it puts Bolingbrook up by 3. Still a 1-possession game. The Friars are getting set down low.
Here comes the noise.
Second one on the way from Thompson, and he connects.
Ice in the veins out of the sophomore.
13 seconds here left in the game. They got to go fast. Thies in the corner. Dupree pulls for 3. Can't get it to go. Pettigrew on the rebound. And they'll foul him with 4.6 left in the game.
That may do it, Connor. Dupree hit that 3 ball, touched every part of the rim. That was nearly down. And what a different game it would be if that had gone down.
Everyone's starting to file for the exits, and looks like Pettigrew with the Pettigrew with the opportunity to put this one away. 52-48 the score. Friars up by 4. Connecting on the first one.
And Bolingbrook got to this stage last year and couldn't get it done. This year, it's looking like the story will be told from a different perspective as they get this one done.
Pettigrew goes 2 for 2 at the line. 4 seconds left. Macariola brings it up, puts up the 3, and it's short. And that'll do it. The Bolingbrook Raiders are your 2024 Jack Tosh Holiday Classic champions, defeating the Fenwick Friars 54-48.
They get it done, Connor, and it's got to be a great feeling for not only Coach Burrows, but lots of those returners from last year. Sweet, sweet revenge. First they take down the star-studded Metamora Redbirds, who they lost to in the final last year, but now they get it done for real in the final. And a 6-point win, a convincing one in the second half, outscoring by 16.
It was an absolute throw. This game lived up to the expectations. Probably the best one we've seen all tournament. Bolingbrook victorious. They get over the hump. Fenwick should not be disappointed. They had a great run. They'll take second. Waiting just a moment, it's Luca DeSanto on the sideline, ready for an interview. But first, we'll get through the trophy ceremony and tournament MVP awards. We'll step aside and let our athletic director, Rob Wagner, take it away.
My dad loved high school sports, especially basketball. This tournament was very important to him, and it was never about him. If he was here today, he would want to recognize all the volunteers and the York staff that has worked tirelessly over the last 5 days. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you, Ms. Marcells. Now for the presentation of the runner-up plaque to the Fenwick Friars, head coach David Ferguson and the Friars, please come out for a wonderful run in this 32-team tournament. And now the presentation of the championship trophy to head coach Rob Brost and the Bolingbrook Raiders. 2024 Jack Tosh All-Tournament team. In attendance here today from Bolingbrook South, number 34, Anestis Hajistabulu. Come to center court. From Christ the King, Darian Green. From Batavia, Jax Avalos. From Glenbard West, number 3, TJ Williams. From St. Ignatius, number 13, Phoenix Gill. From Lyons Township, number 4, Josh Gutierrez. Not in attendance, but also members of the all-tournament team. Rolling Meadows, number 10, Ian Militich. Lake Forest, number 14, Hudson Scroggins. And now for the members from the championship game. From Fenwick, number 0, Dominic Dupree. Number 21, Ty Macriola. And number 23, Nate Marshall. All tournament team members from Bolingbrook. Number 1, Brady Pettigrew. Number 22, J.T. Pettigrew. And tournament most valuable player, number 3, Davion Thompson.
Thank you to Mr. Wagner and the wonderful team here that volunteers their time to help this production running here.
Yeah, we're going to thank the crew now.
Yeah, thanking the crew. First off, we'd like to start off with our broadcast director, Jack Borchers, our club sponsor, Mr. Chambers, as well as Henry Borchers, Griffin Hanna, Shepard Plamann, Zachary Silkaitis, John Finucane, Peter Estevan, Justin Anderson, TJ Silkaitis, Griffin Hanna, Henry Mead, and so many more that helped out throughout the week. Luca DeSanto right now currently on the sideline awaiting an interview with Davion Thompson. They're finishing it up, wrapping it up, taking some team photos here.
What a game, though, Connor. Many people thought Fenwick would not have the ability to hang around number 18 ranked in the state, but proved wrong. May not have gotten it done in the win column, but boy, did they give it every single thing they had.
It was pretty close all game, and then unfortunately they were just in the situation where they were forced to foul, and then I think that's why the score seemed maybe a little bit further than it really was.
And Bolingbrook comes back from down 10 at half, 2 games in a row against 2 really talented teams, and I think that shows you how freaking good they are, dude. I mean, 2 times in a row, getting it done against Matthew Zobrist and the Redbirds first, and then Dominic Ducree, Ty, Jimmy Watt, the whole bench, literally Marshall and company.
And we'll send it down to Luca DeSanto, who's awaiting right now with Coach Brost.
Joined here by Coach Rob Brost. Coach, an incredible game from your guys. You guys really rallied there in the 4th quarter. You guys are champions at the 50th Annual Jack Tosh. Describe what you're feeling.
I mean, I'm really happy for our guys. You know, Fenwick is really, really well coached and a really, really good team. So we're fortunate to win today, and I'm glad we made plays, especially down the stretch, that put us over the hump.
You guys have a huge momentum boost now after winning this tournament. Talk about a bit what we can expect from your team for the rest of this season.
We just want to get better. I mean, our schedule is really, really tough. So we're playing teams like Fenwick and teams of that caliber every night. So we just want to continue to get better, and we're going to start that not tomorrow, not on New Year's, but the day after with practice.
All right, incredible game from your guys, Coach Brost.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Yes, of course. Back to you guys, Connor.
Luca, we thank you. And that will wrap it up for us here. Thank you so much to all those that tuned in to this game and any other game that was in the 50th Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Alongside Christian McQuade, I've been Connor Choi, and we thank you for watching York Sports Network. And have a happy new year to all those at home, and have a good night.